Have you ever wondered why the harder you try to swim fast, the more exhausted you feel, while someone else swims slowly and seems able to keep going forever? Once we move past the age of 60, many of us begin to notice something very clearly. Our bodies no longer respond the way they used to. The very things that once made us feel strong can now make us tired much faster. Swimming is no exception. Some people swim for only a few minutes before they have to stop, out of breath, heart racing, and then quietly blame themselves, thinking, "I've gotten weak." But the truth may be completely different. In this video, I want to share a very practical perspective with you. The problem isn't that you're weak. It's the way you're swimming and the way you're breathing. If you've ever felt yourself getting tired quickly while swimming, leave a 1 in the comments below. I want you to know this: you are not alone. Let's start with a mistake I see in many older adults when they step into the pool. It's the belief that you have to swim fast to be healthy. Many people carry the mindset of their 30s or 40s into a body that's now in its 60s. They believe that if they swim slowly or take frequent breaks, the workout doesn't count. So the moment they enter the water, they pull hard with their arms, kick continuously, and try to swim fast, almost as if they're trying to prove they're still strong. But after just 1 or 2 laps, the outcome is usually the same. Breathing becomes rushed. The heart rate climbs. Fatigue doesn't arrive gradually, it hits suddenly. And then they stop, grab the edge of the pool, gasp for air, and a quiet, painful thought passes through their mind. I'm really old now. The reality is that after age 60, the heart and lungs don't adapt as well to sudden bursts of speed. When you swim fast, your body immediately demands more oxygen. But your ability to deliver that oxygen isn't what it used to be. The result is oxygen deprivation. You feel exhausted quickly, even though your muscles may still be capable. In this case, swimming faster doesn't make you stronger. It only makes you tired sooner. From there, another mistake often appears, almost automatically: holding your breath underwater. Many people believe that holding their breath longer is a sign of strength. They submerge their face and hold their breath, trying to extend the distance they swim before coming up for air. But what your body actually experiences is the opposite. When you hold your breath, carbon dioxide builds up in your lungs. Oxygen exchange becomes uneven. When you finally surface, your body panics from the lack of oxygen, forcing you to inhale sharply and urgently. That moment disrupts your rhythm, accelerates your heart rate, and brings on fatigue all at once. After age 60, the nervous system and respiratory system are far more sensitive to oxygen deprivation. Holding your breath does not help you swim longer. It only puts your body under more stress. Then, as you lift your head above the water, the next mistake appears: gasping through the mouth. This image is probably very familiar. The moment the head comes up, the mouth opens wide, inhaling forcefully and urgently, as if afraid there won't be enough air. But fast breathing is not the same as effective breathing. When you gasp, air enters the lungs quickly, but not deeply. The body doesn't have time to use that oxygen efficiently. At the same time, the stress response is triggered, causing the heart to beat even faster. You begin to feel out of control, and that very feeling makes you tire even more quickly. For people over 60, breathing needs to be slow and controlled, not forceful. The body doesn't need more air. It needs better breathing. The final mistake I want to talk about is swimming continuously without resting. Many people believe that resting means weakness or giving up. They push themselves to swim lap after lap, even when their breathing is chaotic and their heart is racing. In their mind, there's always one thought: just a little more. But science tells us something very clear about movement and aging. Endurance is not built during struggle. It is built during recovery. When you don't rest, your body never has the chance to regulate heart rate, breathing, and oxygen levels. As a result, you're not building endurance, you're wearing it down. All of these habits, swimming fast, holding your breath, gasping for air, and never resting, share the same outcome. They reduce endurance over time instead of increasing it. And this is the most important point of today's video. If you recognize yourself in even one of these habits, type OK in the comments below. Not to admit fault, but to acknowledge something deeply human. We are learning to listen to our bodies better. From here, we move into the most essential part: proper breathing technique. The first and most important principle is exhaling underwater. When your face is in the water, let your breath flow out slowly and steadily. You don't need to release all your air at once. Just keep a gentle stream going. This prevents excess air buildup and prepares your body for the next inhale. When you surface, the second principle comes into play. Inhale quickly, lightly, and just enough. There's no need to inhale as deeply as possible. No need to rush. Just enough to feel comfortable and continue swimming. Your body knows exactly how much air it needs, if you give it the chance. And the third principle, don't hold your breath. Keep the breath moving, whether slow or fast. When breathing is continuous, the body relaxes. And when the body relaxes, endurance naturally increases. For people over 60, breathing should be adjusted accordingly. When you come up for air, you can inhale gently through the nose or the mouth, as long as it's not rushed. When your face is back in the water, exhale slowly, as if you're letting out a quiet sigh of relief. Your breathing rhythm should be slower than your arm strokes. There's no need to follow anyone else. Swimming is your own journey. A simple example that many people find helpful is taking one breath for every 2 to 3 arm strokes. If you feel tired, slow down. If you're still tired, rest for a few seconds. There is nothing wrong with resting. Rest is part of training, not a sign of failure. When you stop fighting your body and begin working with your breath, you may be surprised by how long you can actually swim. Swimming after age 60 is not a race against anyone. It's a gentle conversation between you and your body. When you slow down, breathe correctly, and rest at the right moments, you don't just swim longer, you swim safer and with greater peace of mind. Endurance doesn't disappear with age. It simply changes the way it shows up. And breathing is the key that opens that door. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Vital Health Hub so we can continue learning how to live healthier, deeper, and more peacefully every day. We may not get younger, but we can live better starting with one proper breath.